Well, let's go back to one of our top stories, the growing tensions between the US and Iran. On Thursday, Donald Trump announced a US Navy vessel had shot down an Iranian drone in the Strait of Hormuz, something Tehran has denied. Well, let's bring in Craig Hooper, who's a national security expert and joins us now from Washington, D.C. Thank you very much for joining us here on TRT World. Craig, so do we have any evidence to back the US claim that a drone approached while the US Navy ship was in international waters?
Well, right now we have the U.S. government statement. No reason to disbelieve that. We have some footage that was just released from the Iranian side, and it's a continued he said, she said situation. I'm sure more evidence will be rolling out shortly from the U.S. side.
And what is Iran's stance here? What are they trying to achieve?
Your guess is as good as mine. I would say Iran, and maybe to make it a little bit more charitable, maybe a commander in the Islamic Republican Guard Corps or someone operating independently within the Iranian government seems to wish to ramp up the tensions.
Well, based on precedent and past experience, how serious do you think these events are? Is it likely and accidentally to get out of hand?
Unfortunately, wherever you have people operating in a loose chain of command with a lot of gear, guts, a taste for glory, and everything to prove, it's a tough situation and things could escalate. It's unfortunately there's not a lot of room left for any charitable interpretation of accidents. So it's a very tense time.
I see it's very tense. So where do you see the relations going from here forward?
Well, it's really, we can continue as we're going with, sort of a tension-filled stalemate, or one of the sides could take a risk and try to ramp down the situation. It would be great to see Iran maybe approach things a little differently from a sort of he said, she said schoolyard sort of stance, and maybe try something creative to try to ramp down the tensions, potentially maybe signaling that they would roll the Revolutionary Guard Corps into the more professional Navy, or potentially taking on an obvious challenge head on. Unmanned aircraft, unmanned systems are a real challenge, and potentially an offer from the Iranians to say, hey, let's discuss our challenges, let's discuss what we're doing here, would be helpful.
Well, Craig, I believe we're left with more questions than answers, but thank you.